So I want you to, let's take a few minutes and let's work on our case study. I want you to grab your lesson plan, the blank lesson plan that I pointed out to you earlier. And I want you to, I'm going to do a group activity here. I want you to turn around this row, turn around, they're going to have groups of 4. Turn around and visit with the people right behind you. Steve, you can go, he'll do 3 right here. You guys, this row, turn around and visit with the 2 behind you, the groups of 4. I want you to, the group, to pick one of the sections of core that you want to start working on. Okay, pick one of them, start writing a lesson plan. I'm going to give you about 5-10 minutes to work on this. Brainstorm. I think we're pretty good. I think we got the start of a good lesson going. Anybody want to? I want somebody to volunteer. Let's share some good ideas right here. Somebody share right here on this team. Okay, who wants to? Nancy, who wants to share the idea?
How far were we supposed to get?
Just give us. What's your portion of core that you're talking about?
Oh, lead-based paint.
Lead-based paint. So what's your idea? What's your teaching method?
We did the participants will be able to.
So you filled in the learning objectives.
Correct.
That's all the further you got was filling in the learning objectives.
Us too.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Took that long to write in the learning objectives. So you wrote your own learning objectives.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the state's written the learning objectives. So. Okay, you know what? Let's go with it. What's your wonderful learning objective?
Well, we copied the one that they had.
Oh, for heaven's sake. All right. Okay, well, let's have one that you wrote in. I'm going to give you a 3rd chance.
We know how to use the required documents and where to find them.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Who actually started writing the lesson plan? Okay. Let me get something from who? Ann? Becky. Give us a couple of examples. You guys worked on what?
We worked on lead-based paint.
Okay.
And we're going to show a video clip of the effects of lead-based paint.
You gonna get that off YouTube or something?
We are.
Probably can find one.
Or maybe testing, how they test for lead-based paint.
A video on that?
Uh-huh.
I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Keep going.
And then we're going to discuss the law and use enhanced lecture or exemplifier surveys.
Surveys with exemplifiers.
Yes, that's it.
Good. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to give you detailed instructions. Wait a second. As an instructor, when you have an activity, be sure and give detailed instructions twice. I've learned that because most people are not listening the first time. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand up and you're going to mill around the room, and you need to find 5 people, one with a CDEI designation, one that has taught 100 or more students in a single class, one of you that has actually taught a class with 5 or less, one of you that has taught out of state, and one of you that has been teaching for more than 20 years. Okay? So introduce yourself to each other, try to find each other, go.
You taught a class. I have taught a class.
That's an icebreaker. That gets people meeting each other. How many met somebody new? Raise your hand if you met somebody new. Good. That's the whole point of an icebreaker. I do want to illustrate one thing, though, about giving instructions to adults and repeating it twice. I gave the general instructions twice. However, I just mentioned once in the first round that I didn't want you asking me to be on your list. Remember that? But I had about a half a dozen of you come up to ask me. So that just proves that you need to repeat it twice. And I'm not picking on you that came up, but I'm glad you did that so I can illustrate the point that adults come out. And that's why you need to say it like twice, at least twice, okay?
Jeopardy.
So I can turn the volume up a little bit, but that's not necessary. So we are going to, oops. No, I want to go. Here we go.
First round is the Jeopardy round.
Okay, so this is a free PowerPoint program. I got it off the internet for free. And several years ago, and you know how to play Jeopardy. So you put in the answer and then you put in the question. And we're going to play it for a few minutes right here in class. And our categories are agency, the real estate commission duties and powers, limitations of ownership, real estate interests, and form of ownership. So I have Jeff, and I have Kelsey, and I have Betty.
Can we get bells?
What's that?
Can we get bells to ring in it?
No, we're gonna modify it a little bit. It's not sophisticated enough to do it like that. So we're gonna start with Jeff. So Jeff, pick which one you want.
I would say real estate interests for 30 points.
Real estate interest for 30 points. I click on that. In Idaho, this law protects the first $100,000 in equity against unsecured creditors.
What is the Homestead Act?
What is the homestead exemption? Very good. Homestead exemption. Clap, studio audience. What is the homestead exemption? So that was for how many, Jeff? 30 points?
Yep.
30 points. So you have to keep track manually. This game is not sophisticated enough to do that. Okay, it's in common. There's Final Jeopardy. So they make their wager. Let's do Final Jeopardy. Boom, right there. This operation of law forces a usability on someone else's property, but not ownership. So, Jeff, what's your answer?
I would say,
And in class I'd have him write it so that Kelsey can't copy his answer.
well, I think I'll copy Kelsey and say easement.
Easement. Okay, Kelsey?
That's my answer.
Easement. Betty?
Well, I'm going with these guys.
I'm not going to give it to him. I'm not going to give it to him. What is it? What type of easement? Prescriptive easement. That's the answer. So none of you got it.
Can we get half points?
Can you get half points? No. No, you can't get half points. So that's the answer. Easement by necessity? No. No, prescriptive easement. That's what I was after. Okay, so that's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeopardy. It's easy, it's free, it just takes a little time to set up, that's all. But once you set it up, boom, use it forever. Classes love it. We're going to do it again. Anybody have a word?
Yeah.
This is so strange.
Jim. Wait a second, Jim. It's a good word. Okay, here's the word. Okay. Steve, your first clue for Cindy. His clue was intestate. Will? No? Good guess, though. Allie? Do you not know what that word is as an association executive? No, really? Really? Who knows that word? Most real estate agents don't know that word. Okay, Loretta.
Abandoned.
Abandoned.
A sheet. As cheat. One, take a seat. Let's get back to this. Get your teams together. You know where you are. The ropes turn around. We've talked about a lot of games. We've covered a lot of ground since the last time. Let's throw some games into your lesson plan. So turn around to your teammates. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. And let's talk about it, okay? You know that one.
You can take one question.
Who'd like to share part of their lesson plan with the rest of the group? Tell us what you came up with. How about, Jill, how about you guys? I just overheard you right here at the end. I thought that was a clever idea. So, Jill, tell us about it really quick.
I'm kidding. Then he's going to pass it to Kathy. Her question is going to be, name the most common method of dealing with earnest money.
We're focusing on lead-based paint, and
You all chose role play, relay game, and video. Astonishing. That is astonishing. Remember yesterday when we were talking about abstractive title? I remember that I have in my school an abstractive title dated 1910. My daughter Jamie gave it to me. She is my eldest child. For Christmas a couple years ago, she was in a retro mood. Everybody got gifts, old type of gifts, old school toys. Dad got a bunch of old stuff, real estate photographs. She found them all on eBay. This is an abstractive title from Lemhi County. And you can see it typed old school, little handwritten notes. There's a tax stamp on the very back page, notarized 1910. So I just remembered that because I'm going to, when I teach 2015 core, I'm going to have this handy. I'm going to show them an abstract. You can get your hands on stuff like this as well. Little displays, little things. It doesn't all have to be up on PowerPoint. It can be something like this. Okay? So I'll leave this right here if you want to take a look.